Welcome to our GO Intranet for Modern SharePoint webinar. We're excited you've decided to join us and can't wait to show you all of the hard work our team has put in over the last several months. My name is Ben Skelton. I'm the Vice President of Habanero, and with me is...
I'm Christina Franchik, the Product Manager of GO.
Today, there are 4 things we're going to talk about. The first thing we'll do is a quick overview of Habanero for those of you that might not be familiar with our organization. Next, we're going to share some important considerations when creating an intranet on modern SharePoint and modern intranet trends. After that, the fun part, we'll demo the new version of Go. And finally, we'll show a sneak peek of a few new features that we're really excited about. We won't be doing live Q&A today, but if you have any questions, feel free to enter them in the chat window, and we'll get back to you with more information. Now, let's get started. At Habanero, we're focused on helping organizations become better places to work. Creating great workplaces is part of our DNA and something we've been recognized for well over a decade. We're proud to have been awarded the #1 workplace in Canada for the last 3 years by Great Place to Work. We have also been recognized for both our employee experience consulting and digital business services by ALM and Gartner. Habanero intranets have also received 4 Step 2 Intranet and Digital Workplace Awards, and we've been recognized in 5 Nielsen Norman Top Intranet Annuals. We've always believed that our skill in empathetic research has been a big differentiator and allowed us to create exceptional experiences. Over the last couple of months, we've partnered with several industry-leading companies to understand how employees are coping with the new normal and how these organizations can continue to support their employees. We're excited to announce the report is available, and you can download a copy from our website. We'll also share a link in our follow-up email. We're using these insights to influence the design of Go to ensure it remains the best intranet platform for employees, which Christina is going to talk a little bit more about.
GO is a trusted intranet product that we launched in 2016, and it's used daily by tens of thousands of employees. There are many reasons why companies choose GO. The Greater Toronto Airport Authority selected GO because it was built for Microsoft 365, fully supported through a GO subscription, and had a great mobile experience. For Flight Centre, GO was customization friendly to support their complex business needs. With every GO intranet, we take time to really understand an organization and build the best experience for their unique needs. In Flight Centre's case, that unique need was integrating with Workplace by Facebook. GO was designed to support strong brands and cultures, as is the case for Coast Capital Savings. Here you can see their strong brand presence and bold personality are front and center in their intranet. You know, I often ask our customers what they value most about GO, and more often than not, they talk about Habanero's support and guidance. The team does a really great job helping our clients get the most out of their intranet. We also understand how keeping up with all the changes coming from Microsoft is hard, and our team is here to help you keep pace. GO's regular releases and upgrades ensure you're always up to date and taking advantage of your investment in the Microsoft 365 platform. We feel all these elements have led to the fact that we've had 0 subscription customer churn, something our team is really proud of.
It wasn't that long ago that Microsoft announced Modern SharePoint. It's a big leap forward, and we've been learning a lot about Modern and how to best build enterprise intranets on it. If you're familiar with classic SharePoint or have an intranet on the platform, there are some important differences with the Modern experience. Content authors will be delighted by the new authoring experience. Say goodbye to the ribbon and get ready for inline authoring. It's simple and way more intuitive than content authoring in classic SharePoint. Another strength of Modern is mobile. In the past, Go helped create a great mobile experience for classic SharePoint, but now Modern SharePoint has been designed from the ground up to work great on mobile devices. However, SharePoint Modern is more restrictive than classic SharePoint. One area that's particularly challenging for communicators in Modern SharePoint is the design and branding limitations. Our design team has spent a lot of time with clients helping them bring their brands to life on Modern, but this does require creativity. You also have far less control over certain elements on the page, but the overall simplicity of the platform makes for a good trade-off. One of our designers, Danielle, likens branding and designing in classic SharePoint to building a house. However, in modern, the house is built. It's our job to decorate it. New modern concepts such as hub sites, communication sites, and home sites can be confusing at first, but allow for flexibility and scale. We've designed supports in Go to help intranet managers create great enterprise intranet in this new flat world. Now, there's far too much for us to cover today about the modern SharePoint experience, but don't worry, we got you. Visit connectwithgo.com to explore all of our thought leadership on modern. Now, because modern SharePoint is so different, we actually had to create a new version of Go from the ground up. As we designed and built Go for modern SharePoint, we knew it was important for the team to anchor the product on our principles for a great intranet, which Christina will share with you today.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. Based on our latest research, experience building enterprise intranets, and the trends we're seeing in the market, we've centered around 4 principles for modern intranets that you'll see reflected throughout Go. The first, create a sense of home. We all know that the modern digital workplace is messy. There are a ton of apps, tools, systems, some legacy, some modern, making it confusing for employees, and it's only getting worse. A good intranet helps employees find their way around and guides them to where they need to go. All of the research we've conducted in the last few months has shown that employees are craving stability in this time of uncertainty. Your intranet can help. Second, foster pride. Our research also illustrates how strong purpose and values support connection, belonging, and a sense of security at a time when so many things have been turned on their heads. Intranets are a powerful tool to accomplish this, and it's more essential than ever for your intranet to nurture the culture that you are striving for and bring your purpose and values to life. Third, be personalized and precise. Meaningful experiences start with empathy. Truly understanding who your employees are and what is meaningful for them is essential. In all the research we've done, one of the biggest mistakes an internet can make is not showing relevant and engaging content. Personalized experiences are key. And finally, go beyond the browser. The modern internet is no longer bound to a browser. It's important for us to re-examine what an intranet is and where it lives. Your intranet can now be that connective tissue to bring together the employee experience across systems, tools, and devices. So now the part I'm really excited about is time to show you Go. We believe every new intranet should start with a warm welcome. When employees first launch Go, they are presented with a welcome tour to introduce them to your new intranet. The welcome tour can also be repurposed. Perhaps you're running a large United Way campaign or want everyone in your organization to learn about your return to office plan. The welcome tour will help you drive engagement for any of your special campaigns. As you can see, we've built the intranet to live in Microsoft 365. All your other Microsoft tools are just a click away. Because we're in modern SharePoint, search appears in the very top in the center of the sweep bar. Search can be used to find content stored within your intranet or across Office 365. Below that, we're using the out-of-the-box SharePoint navigation. You'll notice on the right that you can change the language of the intranet from French to English or English to French. We're leveraging SharePoint modern multilingual capabilities, but have built in a number of pieces on top to ensure you can create a great multilingual intranet. For this demo, we're using the default Go brand, but each intranet can be branded to your organization. Even though branding options in modern SharePoint are more limited, as Ben had mentioned, it's part of every Go project for our Habanero designers to guide you through a process to bring your brand to life. You'll notice throughout this demo, we've designed everything to fit in with a default SharePoint look and feel. This means you can use Go components and other out-of-the-box SharePoint web parts, and the site will still look great. This is a huge win for those that want the most flexible and scalable intranet possible. Go is inherently flexible, so you can use as few or as many of the Go components as you want, and many of the features can be configured to support your unique needs. The first thing your employees will notice when they visit the intranet is the featured news. This is a Go-specific feature that highlights the category of the news and displays social engagement with the article information. We've chosen to feature 2 stories today, but we'll also have different layout options for featured news to meet your needs. Next up is a Go-specific feature we've called What's Happening. In our research, employees share that it's hard to keep track of the various sources of information. What's Happening helps employees by creating a sense of home, one central place to see news, updates from Microsoft Teams, and Yammer posts. Employees can then narrow their feed with the option at the top of the feature. You will also notice that upcoming events are displayed in the top left. Connection is more important than ever, and sharing events helps people know what's happening around an organization. From lunch and learns to town halls, all your events can be listed in one place. And as you would expect from a modern intranet, this feed can and should be personalized to fit what each employee is interested in. Down the page a bit, you'll see the Instagram feed. Building brand ambassadorship with employees is becoming more and more important for communicators, and for many organizations, Instagram has become one of the most important channels. GO's Instagram integration helps bring your brand to life for employees and can build awareness and social engagement through the internet. Finally, one more Go-specific feature on this homepage allows for employees to share photos. This component is great at building engagement and creating connections across locations and regions. It is by far the most popular feature in Go. With the shift to working from home, we've seen existing Go customers use this feature to run campaigns like sharing work from home photos. It's great at building empathy. You quickly realize we're all in the same storm, but we're in our own unique boat. As a mom with a 3-year-old, I can definitely attest to that. Sharing a photo is as simple as dragging and dropping or uploading from your mobile device. If you aren't quite ready for user-submitted photography going directly to your homepage, don't worry. You can easily turn it off or add on content moderation.
Perfect. Thanks, Christina. Next up, the Springboard. This is a feature we're really excited about because it doesn't only live in Go. Christina talked about one of the principles being beyond the browser. The Springboard also appears in Microsoft Teams and in any modern SharePoint collaboration site if desired. In our example, the Springboard appears on the right-hand side of the screen, but as Go is so customizable, you can move it to the left. You choose. So the first Go Springboard app we have here is People Finder. This is an essential feature in any intranet and enables one to find people based on name, department, or other search criteria. The app is flexible and allows configuration. I'm going to type in Tim here as our example, and you can see Tim is displayed here. All of this is configurable so you can determine what information it makes sense to return. For example, it could be office location, it could be mobile phone, or anything else. You can see here, in this case, I can click on the phone to call Tim, I can call his mobile phone, I can email him, or I can start a Teams chat. In addition, if I click on Tim's name, I get Tim's profile card in Microsoft 365. Of course, you can use the search at the top screen to find people, but our research has shown that employees appreciate a dedicated search experience completely focused on people. Next up, tools. The Tools Springboard app provides one place to go for common actions that an employee may need to do. This could be submitting expenses, viewing pay statements, or reporting an incident. It's all one click away. Below that is Recent Files. This is one of my favorite features as it shows you recent files that you may have opened across Microsoft 365. This could be from your OneDrive, a file that was shared with you, or even a file located in a SharePoint collaboration site. The next Springboard app is Service Requests. We're leveraging the Go ServiceNow app to integrate with ServiceNow and show the status of all of my requests. This is great for people that want an update at a glance without having to go into ServiceNow. The next Springboard app, Quick Links. Quick Links provides a single location for all your company links, a common feature on many intranets. But it also provides a home for SharePoint sites you're following and items that you've saved for later. This is really useful for news articles that employees might not have time to read, but would like to save them to read in the future. Finally, MyLinks provides one place for personalized links that matter to the employee. Next up, benefits. The Benefits Springboard app is so personalized and so precise. This is where employees can see their various benefits and allowances. In this case, we've integrated the demo environment we're using with a tool called Tenrock, but integration is possible from any system, including Workday, ServiceNow, SAP, and beyond. Helpful tooltips provide an overview of the benefits, and employees are given a quick link to jump into the system to get more information. Finally, the last Springboard apps are stocks and weather. In many public companies, the stock price is an important metric that is top of mind. The Springboard app always shows the stock price when the Springboard is closed. Employees can also open the Stocks app to see additional stocks and indices that are set up by your organization. Finally, of course, you can't have an intranet without weather. There you go.
Before we visit a few pages on the intranet, I just wanted to take a quick peek at settings. Employees have the option to quickly update their Delft profile or their other preferences. In this demo, we've set up news, but this feature can be extended based on your content and employees to include things like location, department, or role. As an admin, you'll have ultimate control over what employees see. You can choose to not let employees unsubscribe from essential information, so there's no getting out of important safety updates or corporate updates. Okay, let's jump into a news page. To best support communicators creating great stories for employees, we've enhanced the out-of-the-box news experience and added more immersive content features. On this page, I'll call out a few Go components that will help you beautify your content. First off, custom Go categories helps employees choose to see content that's important for them, as we just showed in the settings panel. Further down the page, you'll see components like the tab switcher. These allow you to chunk up content and make content easier to scan. Microsoft just announced at Ignite that tabs are coming to SharePoint in the future. So you'll be able to use the built-in SharePoint tab switcher or the Go tab switcher. You choose. We've built in some great functionality that will allow our tab switcher to open based on preferences, which might be preferable to out of the box. Hidden in the authoring experience, we've also included helper content that is only visible while you're authoring. These little authoring tips help support consistency across your most important content and definitely beats that old PDF style guide you're tired of sending around. We've bolstered the commenting experience at the bottom of the page, giving organizations that use or want to use Yammer the option to integrate comments from Yammer right into news stories. Nuanced ways of creating a more connected digital workplace help employees move easily between tools, and also reduces the number of times you need to explain what tool when. Another hotly requested feature is Go's navigation rollup. Let's jump to a content page and take a quick look.
Modern SharePoint content pages don't really have a good way to do in-page navigation. When we started building modern SharePoint sites, we left the navigation off the deep content pages, but usability testing illustrated that this was a huge user experience issue. People got lost and they couldn't orient themselves in the site structure. So we started building pages with manual navigation, but almost immediately found it to be cumbersome and unwieldy, and in a matter of days, the navigation started to become out of date and inconsistent. It was kind of crazy because you had to go into all the pages in the section to update navigation, which took a ton of time. We took this back to the Go team and they created an in-page navigation control. It's awesome because it lists all the pages in the area you're in and also indicates the page that you're on. This is just a little example of how building an enterprise intranet in modern SharePoint presents unique challenges that we're helping intranet managers with. The final feature we want to show you today is our Microsoft Teams app for Go. Ultimately, your intranet lives in Teams, and it even uses things like the Teams navigation concept. It was funny, when the team originally said to me, we're going to create a Go app for Teams, I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know if people will really want to use their intranet in Teams. And what's been fascinating is the team introduced it on our own intranet, And I would say it's the number one place I go to our intranet now. Because if you think of your day-to-day life, you're in Teams a lot. You're having meetings, you're collaborating, you're chatting, you might be using various Teams apps. And having your intranet be one click away is incredible. It's just a really fast way to get to your intranet. We believe this is a huge win for communicators because they have another channel for their intranet, but it's also amazing for those that are using Teams on mobile devices. Now your intranet is simply a click away. It's fantastic.
Before we close out the demo, I'd love to squeeze in one more thing that's baked into Go: analytics. From our experience working with Go customers, intranet data is key to support the long-term health of your intranet. And SharePoint out-of-the-box analytics leaves a lot to be desired. We've set up extensive analytics tracking through Go into Google Analytics, a friendly tool for most communicators who are familiar with Google Analytics from their external company websites. Here's just an example of the type of dashboard that we'd set up for you along with your intranet. Great. Now we want to show you a little sneak peek of a few things coming up that we're excited about. As I was just speaking about the importance of data and analytics, the first one to mention is the Go Engagement Index. We believe great storytelling is an essential part of an impactful intranet. In conversations with communicators, it is a challenge to understand how their content is really performing and then how to improve. Instead of looking at just views or just likes or just comments, the engagement index gives you a benchmark to compare one story to another. And from there, we can look at how you're doing compared to other similar organizations, and eventually help guide your content team with insights on how to create content that is engaging to your specific employees. And yes, it will be included in your Go subscription. Here's a recent prototype of how we're visualizing the content engagement index for news. The darker tiles indicate higher scores. The second, page authoring enhancements to help you create and manage all the different types of content in your new and likely much flatter intranet. With the flatter architecture of modern SharePoint, one of the challenges we're seeing is simply creating the right kind of content in the right place. This gets worse when you have lots of content authors, and even worse if you're not authoring content frequently. We're tackling this problem with simple authoring controls right from the springboard, but only visible to employees with permission to edit. This is one of the many behind-the-scenes enhancements that will make your job managing your intranet easier.
Finally, a great compliment to Go, a brand portal for your organization. I've talked to a lot of communicators who express that they really need a way to store and share brand assets, but can't get budget for a brand portal. And they're also hearing from employees that they don't want to get in trouble with the brand team, but it's so hard to find the right template, images, and logos. We've thought a lot about this and feel that a brand portal powered by Go has a lot of benefits. The first, it's available to all employees who have access to your intranet, no special licensing needed. Second, it's built in Microsoft 365, so you don't need another tool or platform, and the assets are stored in your tenant. Third, it's integrated with PowerPoint and Word, easy for employees to use. And finally, the best part, like all of the other enhancements, it will be included for free with all Go subscriptions upon release. Let's take a look at an example from Habanero. As you can see, the brand portal lives in Microsoft 365 and provides employees with everything they need to know about your brand. Everything from your logo, to your logo usage guidelines, to your colors and color palette, to those crazy CMYK colors that you can never find but often need. The piece that really excites those that we show it to is a place to search and store your brand photos, powered by Microsoft 365 Search. Employees can now find the brand assets that they need, and of course, get in-depth information on any image. Finally, the integration with Word and PowerPoint means that the brand photo you need to create that perfect presentation is only a few clicks away. We're really excited about the brand portal capability and would love to know what you think about the brand portal and any of our other upcoming features. Let us know.
Woo! So that's a quick sneak peek of Go for modern SharePoint and a few things we're working on next. There's a ton we couldn't show you, but hopefully this gives you insight into how we're making modern SharePoint a great intranet platform. Thank you again for spending time with us today to learn more about modern SharePoint, intranets, and Go. If you do have any questions or feedback, we'd love to hear from you, so please reach out.